To another episode of this random zoo that I'm building that has no name yet. But this is episode 3, I believe. Yeah, we did the road, the restroom, and now the parking lot. So this did take a good minute to build, and I'm not entirely thrilled with it. So I might come back at a later time and maybe update it or like fix it up, because again, we don't really have a theme, so things aren't really matching too well. But I mean, I don't think it looks bad. It just doesn't look the greatest, the best. I don't know. Like I'm really mad about how this little quote unquote roundabout turned out. I forgot I could make a circle, but for some reason I made an oval, and I don't know why, and that's the main reason I'm kind of kicking myself, is like, why didn't you just make a circle? You know how to make circles, so why did you make an oval? And I can't remember if maybe there was a reason I made an oval, and I don't know. But I mean, this is mostly my main dislike, I guess, of the parking lot. I think the rest of the parking lot turned out pretty cute. Nothing crazy like a parking lot. The rest of it I'm happy with. It's just this entrance, I don't know, it's all right. It's not crazy, but it just doesn't flow. You'll see later on. And yeah, so really we're just making a little roundabout and making sure things line up well. And that, so I think I will be jumping around quite a bit in this episode, just because once you see me place one thing down, you don't want to see me place things down again. You know, it just gets a little repetitive. But here I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can use this little Jeep and try and rotate it around to make the roundabout, fit where the car, and then it just didn't, it's wonky, it's not straight. So I tweak it a little bit, but it's all right, nothing crazy. Honestly, I feel like they should have been a little wider too, and that probably would have helped with the weird shape of it. And it's so wonky, it's just wonky, and I don't know. I feel like I could have made it look more curvy and not just so like choot 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 choot. You know what I'm saying? Like choot 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 choot. But I didn't. I think I was just ready to move on to the next part. Again, it looks fine. You get the idea. You get what I'm going for. A little roundabout. But I just feel like there's something I could have done to make it better. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below, or tweet me, Instagram, whatever, because I don't know, it's all right. You'll see it at the end after I put in the like the welcome sign and then the other little spots. It looks fine, but I just feel like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is. But if you think you know, let me know and we'll fix it, because it's all right. And of course, the little border going around, and then we got a ton of little Jeeps. I know there are cars on the workshop, but I know there's gonna be a trillion pieces in this zoo, and I don't want to add the cars because I'm sure they are also a trillion pieces, and that would add up to 1, 2, 5, 6, 78 trillion billion pieces in this zoo, and I'm gonna try and minimize that. So we just use a few Jeeps. I could probably put a few more Jeeps around to make it look like, you know, there's actually people in this parking lot. But I just have a few. Mostly just for like reference so I can see where I was going. And I thought I wanted, and I mean I stuck with it, but I used these, I put them as green little stoppers. What are they called? You know, when you're parking in a parking spot and then it's got those little things that say, hey, don't go past here. I don't know why my brain just hasn't been working lately and I can't think of words. But you know those. I went with green because I'm like, well, that just seems like a fun little thing that zoos would do, like make them green. Oh yeah, I did raise the border a little bit just because I was trying to lay things and then it wasn't working. That's what I was doing there. But yeah, so I did green and then I was thinking, oh, maybe I can just make the zoo like kind of green, like that's the color. But then I realized green just kind of blends in with like trees and stuff, so that didn't really work out. So then later we used pastels, and I love pastel colors. And that's kind of my other thing. I really want to do pastels, but then I also got these green going on. I don't know, I feel like I just need to do some tweaking. Also, I didn't realize you could make paths on top of grids. So like if you place down those plaster pieces, that's what I put there, you can actually make a path on top of that, so then it lines up with it nicely. So that's what I ended up doing after. And it didn't line up perfectly, I think maybe because, I don't know. But that's basically like a little sidewalk thing. So you can walk over there and walk across the parking lot, but like safely on a sidewalk. And I know the parking lot isn't made 100% accurately to, did I say sidewalk or parking lot? Anywho, it's not made entirely accurate to actual parking lots, but it worked. You get the general idea of what should be going on. You know, there's a right lane and a left lane, and wherever you drive, you know they're gonna be one way or the other. So then I was like, ooh, let's add some bus parking. You know, if like kids are going on a field trip to the zoo. So that's what we did here. We're like, make it a little bit of bus parking. I was like, haha, that's cool. You like my buses? They're just 2 Jeeps. I was like, heh, that's clever, right? And then to make it not look entirely weird, I tried to add those little lines where things and spaces weren't adding up. But once we were done with that, we were like, all right, let's go work on this little tree garden display area spot. And I am just not good at normal gardening. I'm like, let's just throw everything in here and make it spectacular. So I tried to do something simple, and I kind of did-ish. But I also wanted this to be like a photo spot. If you remember in the last video, I mentioned how I'm trying to think of where would people take pictures at if they go to the zoo, or if you go anywhere with like friends or family, you kind of want to take a picture. So I'm like, all right, maybe this could be a cute little picture spot. Put a little bench in front, a little penguins, and then people sit on the bench. Ah, yay, picture time. So that's kind of what I was trying to go for here. And it's all right, nothing crazy. I do swap that tree out, yeah, right here, for the cherry blossom. I absolutely love cherry blossoms. And then later on, I actually found, I can't remember what it's called, but so like if I pair the cherry blossom with this thing, it kind of looked like an aloe vera plant, but it wasn't, and it was more like pastel-y colors. I don't know, it looked super cool when I put it next, and now I want to build like a fairy garden. So now somewhere in the zoo we're gonna have like a fairy garden, because I just want to have it all cute and fairy like. So here we are creating the it's just the entrance, I guess, but not like the entrance. It's the parking lot entrance. The parking lot entrance display is what we got going on here. And always remember to add different colored rocks. You could add 2, 3 different types of rocks. These ones didn't blend the best. I think the Man, I'm so bad I can't remember what kind of rocks there are. So I think one of them are savanna, and one of them are desert. And those looked nice. It's when I added the darker rocks. Those don't really... Oh, that's where it was. That's where it was. When I realized that those little plants would look nice with that cherry blossom. So I'm definitely going to have to use that somewhere. I'm going to do it. I don't know where or with what, but we're doing it. And then I decided, you know what? Let's just make this some sort of like deserty area. So that's what I ended up doing here. Added the little water, the little pond, and the rocks, and then I liked the rhino up there, so that's why I decided to stick with that. And then I also have the one mirroring. Why can I not say that? Mirroring on the other side, and it's basically duplicated, so I don't copy that. I mean, I don't show you. Basically, I just duplicate that side and bring it on to the other side, and it looks like it's mirroring it. I mean, things had to be tweaked because they weren't exactly the right, what is it? They didn't lay out properly, but anyways, so yeah, so of course cattails and those plants I always put around ponds just because I think it helps fill it out a little bit so it's not just plain. And I wasn't too concerned about how it looked from the front. I was kind of focusing on how it looked in the back and through the front, but yeah, so I just wanted to kind of fill in the area, and if people were looking through the bushes I didn't want them to see like plain rocks, so we got those there. And then of course palm trees everywhere, and that definitely doesn't, this is what I was talking about. I've got like this deserty area, and then like I've got cherry blossoms. I got palm trees and cherry blossoms in the same area, and they don't quite fit. But I mean, I think it's fine for now. I might end up changing it, but I'm not sure. Maybe if I find somewhere where I like the cherry blossoms better, then I'll move them over. Also, if you missed the last episode, that is where I created the restrooms, and those I put on both sides of the what's this called, a parking lot. So you can go ahead and check that video out if you would like to see that. They were cute. That's kind of where I was going with the wood and the pastel-y theme, and that's what I think we might go with. In fact, looking at it now, what if I kind of go off the rhinos? The colors of the rhinos, because they kind of got like a yellow, pastel-y, orange, blue thing, and I'm kind of here for that. Let's get my brain noggin rolling, and I think that might be something we do. I'll have to see and experiment with that. Also, another thing that I didn't show is I made some signs, and I don't believe the handicap parking spots were in this video. Yeah, so we've also got handicap parking on the opposite side, kind of mirroring where the bus parking is. And we got signs, we got one-way signs, we got no parking signs, and I'm so upset I didn't record this. We also have a lot B, members parking, and a lot C. And those signs I think turned out pretty cute. You'll see those in the cinematics at the end. I think those turned out pretty cute. I was like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta add those, because like if you're gonna park in these different spots, then you're gonna need to remember which spot you parked in, you know? And yes, so welcome to Blank Zoo, because I don't know what we're calling it yet, so it's blank. It's fill in the blank and later. And I don't know, maybe I'll change these colors to the colors of the rhinos. Yes! Oh my goodness, how come I did not see that before? It's like looking at it all together now when I'm not building something, I'm noticing that that would be cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. But see how much blank space I have in this little roundabout thing, and that's what I was talking about. I'm not a fan of that. Maybe if it was, I was thinking about adding like a sidewalk, but then I don't know why there would be a sidewalk, because there's like nowhere for people. Like, why would you walk over there, you know? So I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know, because I want to do something, but I just don't know what. I just feel like it's missing something. I do add like rocks around the border. I was gonna put the rhinos there, but they just didn't look right. So I ended up putting these there. I mean, it's interesting. We're going with that abstract look here. But anyways, here are the cinematics. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the next videos to come in this build for the zoo that is still unnamed. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!